And news just coming in, there's been a ceasefire violation by the Pakistan Army at the line of control, and this time it's in the Sunderbani sector. Of course, it's restricted to small arms, automatics. It's just been escalated, we are told, to small mortars being used. The firing started at 18:05 hours, that's 6 p.m, 5 minutes past 6. Now, Pakistan Army targeted an Indian Army post along the line of control in the Sunderbani sector, and the Army says it's reacting strongly and effectively. Firing is still on even as we speak in the Sunderbani sector, and these are images you see of that firing in the Sunderbani sector that was taking place just a short while back. Was this an infiltration attempt? Is this a signal that Pakistan is trying to send out? Still remains to be seen. And I now want to shift focus to our top focus story, Pakistan's espionage net in India. Now, one has been busted in Madhya Pradesh recently, but this isn't the only one. In Uttar Pradesh, in Noida, adjoining Delhi, one in the heart of capital in New Delhi, and this could well be just the tip of the iceberg. A sinister online honey trap exposed. Illegal telephone exchanges busted in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Delhi. ISI handlers called up contacts in India. Illegal exchanges, spoof numbers to protect overseas phone numbers and identity of the callers.
मोडस ऑपरेंडी ये था, नॉन CLI इस तरीके के एक्सचेंजेस चलाए जा रहे थे जो कि इंटरनेट कॉल्स को सेलुलर नेटवर्क या लैंडलाइन में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं.
Social media used to make contact with security forces personnel deployed in Jammu and Kashmir and the Northeast. The Army, BSF and CRPF have ordered personnel to share absolutely no information on phone and online. ISI's big cyber espionage plot is our top focus story on India First. It's a very elaborate spy network. Now, imagine you're working in Jammu and Kashmir or in the Northeast, you're from the armed forces and you receive a phone call from the overseas with a +92 or a Pakistan number. You wouldn't pick up that phone. So what these people did, the handlers in Pakistan's ISI, they've set up a series of exchanges across the country. In Delhi, in Uttar Pradesh, in Madhya Pradesh, and calls would be made to these SIM boxes or illegal exchanges, and from there calls would be rerouted to J&K in the Northeast, and then you'd get a local SIM number. You'd either get a Delhi number or a UP number or a Madhya Pradesh number or from anywhere in India, and unsuspecting soldiers or officers would pick up the phone, and people would pretend to be either senior army officers or in some cases pretend to be relatives or kin of armed forces officers, gradually make friends and then glean information. We get you this report, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Information about deployment of security forces in Jammu and Kashmir. Information about sensitive bridges, security and troop movement. All provided to Pakistan's notorious ISI through a network of operatives in the most unusual of places: Gwalior, Bhopal, Jabalpur and Satna in Madhya Pradesh. The anti-terror squad of the Madhya Pradesh police busted a series of illegal telephone exchanges operating across the state, converting internet calls into voice calls.
मोडस ऑपरेंडी ये था कि नॉन CLI इस तरीके के एक्सचेंजेस चलाए जा रहे थे जो कि इंटरनेट कॉल्स को सेलुलर नेटवर्क या लैंडलाइन में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं.
Shocking as it may sound, two men in Ranveer Singh Pura, Jammu were paid money allegedly for spying at military installations by those who operated these illegal telephone exchanges in Madhya Pradesh. Police claim this was done on the orders of their handlers in Pakistan's ISI, including some based in the Gulf region.
कई सारे एक्सचेंजेस पकड़े गए हैं, सतना से 1, जबलपुर से 2, भोपाल से 3, ग्वालियर से 5.
So far, 11 people have been taken into custody in Madhya Pradesh. 5 in Gwalior, 3 in Bhopal, 2 in Jabalpur and 1 in Satna. Last month, a similar espionage racket was busted both in Uttar Pradesh and Delhi. Military intelligence officials in Jammu and Kashmir alerted the UP anti-terror squad after tracking some phone calls made to senior army officers seeking information about anti-terror operations, equipment and deployment in the valley.
हमें जम्मू कश्मीर मिलिट्री इंटेलिजेंस विंग से इनपुट मिला था कि हमारे आर्मी के सीनियर ऑफिसर्स के नंबर्स पे कॉल की जा रही है और उनसे सीक्रेट इन्फॉर्मेशन पूछी जा रही है, उनसे ट्रूप मूवमेंट के बारे में पूछा जा रहा है. उस इन्फॉर्मेशन पे लखनऊ में लगभग 10 लोगों की अरेस्टिंग हुई थी.
Some computers have also been recovered where these alleged ISI operatives, pretending to be young women, contacted young officers and jawans posted in J&K and the Northeast, sent friend requests on social media and gradually trapped service personnel into giving information. The busting of the illegal telephone exchanges in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Delhi appears to be just the tip of the iceberg. Security personnel say, pretending to be young women professionals, some of these operatives had spoken to army officers, jawans and other security personnel in Jammu and Kashmir, pretending to be kin of service personnel and gleaning information about military deployment. Some of these officers and men have now been spoken to, but that wider net is still to be busted. Now there is a nationwide effort to look for similar telephone exchanges operating on the instructions of Pakistan's ISI. In Delhi, Gaurav Sawant for India Today. And across the country, it's almost like an illegal lottery system that's operating through these illegal exchanges. There's a loss, massive loss to the state exchequer, to the telephone department. But that's not as serious as Pakistan and other hostile powers taking advantage of this to get information out of India. Some have been busted. Many more remain out there. And politics has peaked on the subject across Madhya Pradesh. The Congress staged a massive protest. They demanded action against some alleged BJP members involved in this. The BJP, of course, has denied any links with the ISI suspect who was nabbed by the ATS. But what's the truth? What have investigations revealed so far? Let's find out.
It is this image that sparked controversy. An alleged ISI operative, Dhruv Saxena, sharing the dais with Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Madhya Pradesh Congress staged a protest in Bhopal, not only demanding CBI investigation, but also PM Modi's resignation.
जो आईएसआई के एजेंट के रूप में जो लोग पकड़ाए गए हैं वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता हैं. भारतीय जनता पार्टी के बड़े बड़े नेताओं से उनके कनेक्शन है. इतना बड़ा कांड है ये कि इसकी सीबीआई जांच हो.
However, the ruling BJP has denied any links with the arrested operatives.
ध्रुव हमारा पदाधिकारी नहीं है, ये तो सेल्फी का युग है. उसके आधार पर ये किसी का है, यह न माना जाए.
Meanwhile, rubbishing any links with Dhruv Saxena, Madhya Pradesh's Home Minister Bhupendra Singh reiterated BJP's stand against terrorism.
एक नेटवर्क था आतंकवादियों को जो मदद करते थे, वो पूरा नेटवर्क ध्वस्त करने में, पकड़ने में एक बड़ी सफलता मध्य प्रदेश पुलिस को मिली है. एक ऐसा विषय है कि किसी व्यक्ति के बारे में आप पहले से अनुमान नहीं लगा सकते.
Police investigations have now spread not only across Madhya Pradesh but also to other states where similar illegal telephone exchanges appear to have surfaced. But instead of putting their petty politics goals ahead of nation's interest, will our netas put India first? Bureau Report, India Today.
There is another political storm again between the Congress and the BJP, and this time over reports that the Indian Council for Cultural Relations is a official sponsor of the Karachi Lit Fest. Now remember, it's just been 4 months of the Uri terror attack. India-Pakistan cultural ties, now are they on? Government has come out very strongly to say they haven't sponsored the Lit Fest. All they've done is paid for air tickets of 4 authors who were invited for this Lit Fest. But given the current situation between India and Pakistan, is this done or is this not done? Of course, the government says there's no curbing people-to-people ties.
Months of diplomatic freeze and a sudden cultural storm stirs the hornet's nest again. The Indian Council for Cultural Relations, ICCR, India's flagship cultural body, is listed as one of the prime sponsors of Pakistan's Karachi Literature Festival. With many perceived as a thaw in frozen Indo-Pak ties,
you have the Prime Minister rubbishing Pakistan, and perhaps correctly so, from every platform. On the other hand, his government surreptitiously goes and sponsors the Karachi Literature Festival. This is precisely the approach.
Now you are at an undeclared war with Pakistan. They are killing innocent Indians day in and day out. If your neighbor were to harm you, would you sit and read a book with your neighbor? That's one question the sponsors must answer. That is all I have time for on India First this evening. Many thanks for watching. News and updates continue on India Today. Stay with us.